So we welcome in Monmouth head coach King Rice and senior guard Jack Collins, fresh off a top six finish in 24-25 and a CAA quarterfinal appearance. Coach Rice enters his 15th season in West Long Branch. The Hawks welcome back nine returners, including preseason All CAA second team Jack Collins. The senior guard is coming off a strong scoring in double figures in 11 of the final 14 games for the Hawks, including an 18-point effort against Hofstra in the second round. Coach, I start with you. Similar to Coach Scary, similar to Coach Cohen, you got the longevity there in Monmouth. Talk about the success and longevity you've been able to have in West Long Branch.
Well, first off, I'm just thankful that I've been able to be the coach here for 15 years, starting my 15th year. That I have to say thanks to everybody involved at Monmouth. I have to say thanks to Dr. McNeil for bringing me here 15 years ago. President Gaffney, the Admiral, brought me here. And when you've been somewhere 15 years, I've had this is my third AD. I've had four presidents and three different leagues. So there's been a lot of change and we've been consistent being here. And now, year 15, we're looking forward to having the best year that we've ever had here.
Awesome. Griffin, I'll turn it to you.
Yeah, Coach Rice, I was privy of Monmouth back at your Mac days as I'm a Canisius grad. So I've known a whole lot about your program and what you've been able to do. But now that you've had a little bit of a sample size in the CAA, what makes this league maybe different than those two previous stops that you've had at Monmouth?
I just think it's a step up academically with the schools that you're competing against. It's a step up for that. Basketball wise, both of those other leagues had very good coaching, but I think this league, top to bottom, has a higher level of coaching. And then just the athletes that are in this league, the guys, you have a whole bunch of guys that could play at the high major level. And especially now with NIL, some of the schools at the top of our league Towson could keep those two kids is amazing. Those guys could play anywhere in the country and could be NBA guys someday. So this league is a top flight league. It's been very tough, but each year we've done a little bit better. And I think this year is going to be any different. We're going to do a lot better than last year, and last year we finished sixth.
Jerry.
Hey, King and Jack. I have a question for each of you. King, if my math is correct, you had 24-year players, at least at Monmouth, and obviously that's a hard thing to do these days. How valuable is Jack being that fourth-year guy for you in this landscape?
Well, I think what everybody has to understand is Jack could have, just like a lot of kids, and wouldn't have been, it would have been the right thing to do also, is Jack could have gone and put his name in the portal and he would have garnered so many schools to come after him. So that he first off did not go in the portal just tells you, he wants to get it done at Monmouth. He could have got more money.
Jerry, I believe you had the last question. If you don't mind just rephrasing it and getting us back on track here with Coach.
Yeah, sorry about that. Appreciate it.
Okay.
Sure. Uh, King, I said, I think you had 20, Jackal, your 21st four-year player at least, since you got the Monmouth, and just what's the value in having something like that, in this day and age? And then Jack, as a follow-up, do you feel an extra responsibility as a four-year guy that maybe didn't exist 5 or 6 years ago?
Well, to let me finish up on I do have taking them out of the game sometimes because I use everything, and I'm always nervous to take them out. But this year as a senior, I'm trying to do a better job with that, so he's fresh all the time while he's in. I haven't told him that yet, so he's probably sitting there like, "What are you talking about, Coach?" But I got to try to hit him off floor a little bit, just so at the end of the game he can really shut people down.
Jack.
And for my part, definitely the responsibility. Being a 4-year guy, being an older guy on the team. you feel like that you want to be a good leader to these young guys that we got in. We got a lot of good young players coming into the team. We also have some experience coming in. We have a little bit of age between Kavion McClain coming in from Texas Southern, and Jason Rivera. We have some guys that are older that have played in big time arenas already. So we like our experience, but for myself personally, I just want to be a good leader for these guys. Set a good example. We got a really good group that listens super well, and I think if I can do that to the best of my abilities, we'll be a pretty good team.
We'll go to Griffin again.
Jack, just how have you seen your leadership skills grow and develop over your 4 years with the program?
It's definitely developed. I think it's a lot in my talking. When I was a freshman, and even a sophomore, junior year, I do a lot with like how I play. Coach says it all the time. I play super hard. I go 110 all the time. But it's kind of when you get older and you start having guys under you that you got to teach and be a leader for, you got to start using your voice a little bit more. So it's not just what you do on the court; it's what you do say on the court. It's what you say off the court. It's how you get those young guys through problems that you experience or that other guys that you saw experience. So definitely just communication wise, being vocally there as a leader instead of just always kind of displaying it on the court. You got to also be able to talk through certain situations on and off the court as well.
Griffin, I'll go back to you for the last question.
Yeah, Coach Rice, when you look at last season, what are some of the areas that you guys can improve upon, regardless if it's shooting, rebounding? Where do you see this Monmouth team growing in some of those aspects?
Well, I think we have to take care of the ball better. I think we were terrible at 2-point shots because we were trying to shoot too fast. So I think overall on offense, we need to take care of the ball better and work harder to get better shots. We've been working on boxing out because I think if we get back, we have a solid defense. And if we can rebound, we're going to take away ways people can beat us. So if people only get one chance against us with the offensive people we have on our team, I think we're going to do pretty well. So to take care of the ball and box out and rebound better and take better shots in the half court offense are the things we need to do.
Coach, any last minute things that fans and media should know about your program coming into this year?
Well, we're just starting this, but we're gonna have open practices. Anybody can come to our practices now. So if anybody's listening to this today, please come to practice, see what we got. And we're gonna have fun this year. I've talked to these guys about it. We're definitely putting in the work, but we're trying to make this the most fun year for these young men and for the coaches and for our fans and everybody. So come on out. We've had fun in the past, but this year we're going to take it to a whole nother level.
Awesome. The Hawks will open the 25-26 campaign inside Ocean First Bank Center on November 4th as they take on Caldwell. Guys, we really appreciate you coming back on and chatting with us. Hopefully, no major power outages again on campus today.
Yeah, hopefully. Our kids are hoping that it does cut out so they don't have to go to class. Jack has a test in a minute.
Yeah, a little ball. Thank you. I appreciate it.